Today, Fishburne Military School is participating in the Wreaths Across America program that is placing 25,000 wreaths on the graves of men and women who served our nation in all branches of service. We are honoring men and women who step forward to serve our nation in times of peace and war so that we can be standing here at this great school pursuing the American dream. Many days, in the words of Abraham Lincoln, the last full measure of devotion. Who are these men and women we honor today? They were Americans who came from all walks of American life. Some were born in the USA as natural-born citizens. Others were Americans who chose to immigrate here and become citizens. Some were highly educated, while others could not read or write. Many were poor, some were from the middle class, and others were well off financially. Whatever their background, they marched off to face the enemy that threatened our nation and our way of life. A wreath will be placed at the grave of Fishburne alumnus, First Lieutenant William Hume, who served in the U.S. Army during World War II. Billy was a class of 1932 as a battalion adjutant. He was battalion commander in 1940 as a postgraduate. He is pictured in the mess hall reviewing the troops with General George C. Marshall when the Chief of Staff visited Fishburne. First Lieutenant Hume was killed on 6 June 1944 as the Allied forces stormed the shore on the Normandy beaches. In the last 12 years, men and women have stepped forward just as First Lieutenant Hume. They have fought in Iraq and Afghanistan with the same spirit as the greatest generation did in World War II. One such hero was Navy Lieutenant Mike Murphy. He was a graduate of Penn State and became a U.S. Navy SEAL. He participated in many actions in the war on terror. Murphy led a 4-man recon team high in the mountains of Afghanistan. They were discovered by goat hunters who went and told the Taliban where they were. A 200-man force of Taliban attacked them. 2 of the team members, Danny Deeks and Matthew Ackerson, were killed. Murphy was killed in Afghanistan after exposing himself to fire by knowingly leaving a position of cover to get a clear signal for his satellite phone to communicate with higher headquarters. One team member, Matthew Luttrell, survived when he was taken in by friendly Afghans. Murphy was awarded the Medal of Honor. The other 3 team members were awarded the Navy Cross, the second highest honor. Today, Murphy is at rest at the Calverton National Cemetery in Calverton, New York. A wreath will be placed in his grave. In October, my wife and I visited the Normandy beaches. It was like our bucket list thing to do, was to go to Normandy. We walked all over the beaches, and especially on the Omaha beach, where the men of the 116th Infantry of the 29th Division landed with the first wave. Many of these men were Virginians, as the 29th Division was, and is still, a Virginia Army National Guard unit. Company A of the 1st Battalion of Bedford, 116th of Bedford, was the first unit ashore. The unit took heavy casualties. 19 sons of Bedford were killed that day. It is humbling to stand on Omaha Beach and realize what men like First Lieutenant Hume did that day. Their courage and selflessness is not measurable. They would never claim to be heroes. They would tell you, as a Company A vet, Staff Sergeant Roy Stevens told me, they were doing their job as best as they could. They were not trying to be heroes. They were doing a mission that they had trained for. To me, what is so humbling is that the men of Company A, Murphy's SEAL team, and First Lieutenant Hume were everyday Americans who stepped up when the nation called. Just as you and I don't seek to be heroes, neither did they. These men answered the call just as you and I would do also. It is our duty to honor them. It is our duty to show our eternal gratitude to them. We must never let our posterity forget who these Americans were and what they did for them in the future. As the holiday season gains steams around us, it is so appropriate that we gather today as part of this nationwide program. After this ceremony, we cannot just go back to normal. Collectively, we have done our duty. Now it's up to all of us to reflect upon what this is all about individually. Spend some time this season talking to a veteran. Visit with a World War II veteran. They're dying every day. They're in their late 80s and beyond. Read a book about what these men and women do and did. Visit a cemetery. I guess what I'm saying is, don't take what we have for granted by forgetting it. Remember it. I want to thank all the men and women who have served today that are with us. Without your service, we would not have had this opportunity. Finally, I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday season as you gather with family and friends. What a wonderful season it is. What is even more amazing is that we live in a nation made by vets that allows us to express our beliefs openly and freely. Happy holidays to each of you, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Wreath,